Work experience is a great opportunity for you to broaden your horizons and to consider the range of career sectors out there. From agriculture to tourism, engineering to business, education to medicine, or law and the arts. It's an opportunity to see at first hand what the world of work is really like. Work experience can give you a taste of the challenges, excitements, and pressures of working for a living. If you already know what type of work you'd like to do, finding work experience in that area is always a good idea. However, if you don't have a clue about your future career path, look at work experience as an opportunity to learn about different options. To help you make the most out of your work experience, we followed 5 students who, like thousands of others across the country, were up for the challenge.
My name is Anya O'Connor, I'm 16 years old. I'm in transition year in Dunshaughlin Community College. We have to take 3 weeks work experience any time of the year, wherever we like.
Hi, I'm Owen Granger and I'm in transition year in Outlands College.
I'm James Martin, I'm in Outlands College in Dublin and I'm in transition year.
So our transition year work experience works 1 day a week, each week throughout the year.
Hi, my name is Lucy McLaughlin and I'm in TY in Gael Colossus Limni. In TY in my school we have to do 2 different work placements of a week each.
My name's Hazel Riley and I'm in transition year in Portmarnock Community School.
You will probably get the chance to do more than one work experience, so think carefully about it. Finding work in an area that appeals to you is great, but any work experience will help you to learn loads about the world of work and will help you to develop your career skills.
I'm thinking of doing a week in IBM in a computer course, in a nursing home and in a solicitor's office.
I've chosen McDonald's because from the outside perspective it looks like a really nice company. I'm also looking for work experience in the Defence Forces.
I'm looking to do work experience with IBM in a primary school and in a creche.
I'm going to go to a vet for one of them and I'm going to be doing engineering for the other one.
I'm lucky I've already got a placement organised in Mount Carmel Hospital because my mum works there in the physio department. I'm also interested in sciences, so I'm trying to get a work placement in an applied science lab down in Vincent's Hospital for UCD. I'm also interested in looking for work in McDonald's.
You can use online tools such as careersportal.ie to help with the search. Your school may also have some contacts, but it's up to you to make the contact, prepare your CV and secure the placement.
I found out about work experience with IBM through a friend because she saw it on careersportal.ie. It wasn't during my set work experience time, so I'm asking my teachers for permission to leave school that week.
I went looking for work experience by calling in first and I was advised that I should apply online.
My family has a local vet and we go there a lot, so I decided that I'd go in and ask them if I could do work experience with them, and they have a programme, so they said that that was fine.
I had to email my CV and a reason why I wanted the opportunity. About 2 weeks after my application, I received an email back from IBM telling me that I was successful.
They told me to arrive at 9 on Monday morning and to be wearing old clothes because I'd be working with messy animals. I'm really looking forward to it. I've wanted to do veterinary since I was a young girl, so it should be really interesting.
What interested me about this placement was it was to do with science and maths, which are my stronger subjects.
I'm going to be really nervous going into IBM because I've never done IT before, and hopefully I'll enjoy it, but I hope I don't have to be stuck in front of a computer screen all day.
On the first day of your placement, be sure to arrive early. Know the name of your supervisor or the name of the person who got you the placement. You can expect to be welcomed and to be introduced to the work ahead.
I didn't know anybody coming in, so I was quite nervous. But I went into the reception, got my swipe card and got to know a few of the girls.
On my first day when I arrived, I was taken upstairs by a manager with 4 other new employees. We went into an office for our orientation. During the orientation we went over health and safety issues and such as like how hot the food has to be before serving it, how quickly it has to be done, how often you have to wash your hands. We went through different stations where we'd be working, such as kitchen, lobby, tills and fries.
And the first day we arrived in, we were all brought into this room, like a training room, and we were brought around we got a slideshow about IBM, like the basics, what like people do, and then we were brought around the building, shown different rooms like the Innovation Centre, which is loads of different technology, and then we were shown a video about the internet and how it's growing and all.
Today I was working on the chicken side. We make things from nuggets to chicken sandwiches to wraps. For example, today I'd say I made about 20 or 30 wraps for various customers.
Basically we have up to 5 operations a day and it's my job to clean up afterwards. I wasn't very scared. I felt a little weird in the first operation, but after that I was fine. I just got used to it very quickly.
On our second day we had a presentation about hacking and kind of how to prevent people hacking your accounts and everything.
I didn't really think I'd get to see as much as I got to see. I thought I'd be kind of shoved out of the room when there'd be operations or any big procedures, but they actually let me see everything that they did, and they talked to me during operations and showed me what they were doing, and it was really interesting.
At the moment we're in the Hive, which is a games room, which is really cool. I didn't expect it to be in an office building.
Today's my last day and we're doing Alice programming. It's a 3D programming software. You can create, it's like this character, you can create moves, it can move around, you can play around with it. It's like a new world.
Most challenging part is remembering it all, especially the Big Macs. You go in straight to the toaster, Big Macs in, toast, then straight to the grill. Put the meat down on the grill. While the meat is cooking, you need to get the buns out, bring them across, put the right toppings on, don't mess up, and then get the meat out from the grill, get it onto your Big Macs, get the tops on, bring them over to the assembly, assemble them, and then in to be served. So all that has to be done in under a minute and a half.
I thought it was challenging when they had to put animals down, and I knew I'd find that challenging, but when they're going to die anyway, you can kind of cope with it.
IBM are involved in a lot of things, but it's mainly software development and coming up with new ideas for things.
And the best part of the week was the Smarter Planet Challenge. We got into groups and came up with ideas. My group's idea was basically an app on your phone to connect to your home appliances. So if I was out and I wanted to I left the cooker on, I could connect it from my phone and then use my phone to turn on or off appliances in the house.
We had to work on dogs and cats. Apart from one guinea pig, I didn't see anything else come into the surgery. The biggest animal that we had was a greyhound when I was there, and we had maybe 3 of them and they all had broken legs.
After working on the chicken side, I was sent to the till. I prefer working on the till. I find it a very enjoyable place to work. It's all about customer satisfaction, getting the food from the preparation bin to the customer as quickly and as efficiently as possible. I really enjoy working with customers. I find some of them are challenging more than others, but all the same, it's just, you don't know what to expect. It's different and it's exciting.
So, how did our students get on? We caught up with them after they'd completed the placement to ask how it all went.
I think I got on really well, actually. It was a lot of fun. I actually found working with other people was really the best part.
I really enjoyed my week in IBM. I thought I wouldn't enjoy it all, but it was great fun. I made loads of friends. They were all my same age, and we all had a great time.
I got on really well. I thought it was a lot better than I expected it would be.
I really enjoyed working with the animation on the computers. We learned how to make things move and do graphic designs, and I found that really interesting.
In McDonald's, I learned exactly what I wanted to learn. I learned how to make the food, and I learned all the different positions within the job.
Working with IT is not just sitting in front of a computer screen all day. It involves team building. We worked a lot in groups to come up with project ideas and business ideas. We've seen a lot of what the IBM employees do, what they do with their job. We got a lot of talks as well on computer hacking, coding. We did loads of programs such as Alice and Scratch, and we got a tour of the IBM workplace, and the people are really friendly as well.
Well, it's been my first real taste of working in that kind of environment. I'd be used to working in school or at home, but it was really interesting to see how a group of colleagues worked together.
I didn't expect the job to be such high pressured, and when I came in at the start it was tough, but I was able to deal with the pressure, and I've learned to deal with the pressure. For example, one of the days we had a party with 75 kids and we were expected to make all the food within 20 minutes. It was tough, but we got it done.
The best part of my experience was getting to learn how to use computers in a more advanced way instead of just using the internet, whereas now I can make a website on the internet and be able to control it.
The best part was probably when we came up, we had to get into groups and we came up with our own ideas. It was quite stressful as well because we came up with an idea and then we had it all typed out on the computer, and then suddenly out of nowhere it just deleted. So we had to work through our break as well, our group, because we were really determined to win it. And then at the end of it all, we had to present it in front of all the IBM workers, so it was quite nerve-wracking. It was sort of like being on The Apprentice on TV, so it was really good as well.
Doing work experience here has really changed my view on what I want to do when I'm older. Like, I'd rather much do something practical than rather sitting behind a desk and doing the same thing every single day.
This work experience has helped. I think I'd really like to work in an IT department, whereas before it was, no, IT's boring, I don't like IT.
I think I could be suited to this type of work, yeah. I'm looking at medicine as well, and it really helped me see that I could do this kind of work and I could deal with these kind of situations.
It has helped me decide that I don't want to be sitting behind a desk. I want to do something that's hands-on and practical.
After completing all my work experiences in nursing, the legal and the IT side, I would probably definitely not do the legal side, maybe do IT and maybe do health. I'd like to do work experience in maybe nutrition and dietitian. I think it's a really interesting subject as well.
Next I'm going to do something with engineering because I haven't ruled it out yet as a profession and I just really have no idea if that'd suit me or not.
As you can see, every work experience is different. One common factor is for that work to be done well, people must work together and be productive. Work experience shows us firsthand the importance of how workers relate to each other and to their customers. We might take this for granted, but for a business to be run efficiently and for staff to keep their jobs, it's key. Career skills are those skills that help people to work together well and to do their job efficiently. By career skills here we mean people skills, task skills and personal skills. Some of these skills you have already developed to some extent in your everyday life, but you will develop them more in your work experience. We asked our students if they noticed how important career skills were and if they developed any career skills while on work experience.
I developed a lot of skills, like if you're working on the tills you have to be very friendly and you get to talk to people a bit more, and if you're working in the lobby you have to be like to satisfy every need that they have.
People were a lot more relaxed. I mean, they did their job, but I liked the way they all got on with each other and had a chat in between procedures, and it was a nice environment to work in. I thought they were relaxed and they got on very well.
I noticed that a lot of the workers in IBM are very friendly, they're easy to talk to. The stereotypical way of looking at someone who works in IT, you expect them to be shy and they won't talk much, but I noticed that they actually do. They're not shy at all and they will talk to you.
I've developed my communication skills. I've also developed my personal skills and being able to work in high pressure situations.
I think the skills that I gained throughout the course was responsibility skills. I felt that your voice mattered. You weren't just there, you weren't just like, oh, an under 18 or it doesn't matter. We got involved a lot with the employees. We learned a lot of communication skills, working with groups, working with other people there. A lot of team building skills when we got into our groups, had to come up with projects.
When I was told I had to do a presentation, I was so nervous, my hands were shaking, I did not want to do it. I was planning on refusing to do it and just sitting there watching everyone else's presentations but not doing mine because I hated doing them. But I got over it, I had to do it, so I did the presentation and I'm not afraid to do presentations anymore.
So how do you choose a work experience that will be both interesting and help you decide on a career direction? We asked our students for their advice.
My advice for students looking for work experience is to just choose something you really enjoy, something you're ambitious about. Don't be afraid to ask about work experience, even if it is a really big job, a really high standard job. You'll enjoy it if you are interested in that area.
My advice for any transition year student is to look for work experience in places such as McDonald's, because I believe that it helps you develop as a person and gives you great basic groundwork for other companies and other places to work. And I really think I've developed as a person and my knowledge has developed a lot from working here. And
I would advise other students to take a risk, maybe go for a work experience placement that they think they won't like, because they could end up enjoying it, whereas if they went for something they know they'd like, it'd be too easy. It wouldn't really be a challenge and it wouldn't be proper experience, in my opinion.
And what do teachers think? What advice do they offer?
My advice to students looking for work experience is first, choose the things that you like. Think of the talents that you have, not necessarily talents that show in the classroom, but talents that you have and that you want to pursue. And then go looking for a job or a work area that in some way will facilitate that.
while you're on work experience, always think, always look around. There's different jobs in every firm and every organisation, and look around and have a look at the other things that are happening, and there may be something else there that is what you are genuinely interested. You see it happening there for the first time and you want to make use of that opportunity.
Remember, you're representing yourself first of all, so you don't want to let yourself down. You want to show yourself in the best light possible, and you're also representing your school and your community, your family, your friends. So make a good job of it. Go in there and make the best of the week.
Work experience is highly regarded by both teachers and employers, as it offers learning opportunities not available within school times. So what do teachers and employers say about the benefits of work experience?
Work experience helps students clarify their career expectations because it enables them to see the reality of the particular job or the particular career. It either confirms that for them and helps them in terms of their study and their preparation and motivation, or it confirms for them that in fact this career, this particular job, is not what they are expecting it to be, is not something that they are particularly suited at, and it clears their mind of that hope and expectation and opens them up to other possibilities, which enables them to think much more clearly in terms of their subject choices for Leaving Cert and the career options that are available afterwards.
It's of great benefit to students socially, gives them more social skills, they become more confident in themselves, and I think they just kind of mature and grow as a year. The students go out on a social pastoral care placement where they go out and work in voluntary organisations around Limerick City and County. The idea of this is to give the students a greater understanding of working in voluntary organisations and possibly working with people with, who are less advantaged or possibly with disabilities, and gives them a great insight of life outside of school and working with people like this, and it's a fantastic opportunity for them and they thoroughly enjoy it.
When I'm recruiting, what I look for on CVs is practical work experience. It demonstrates that a candidate has a genuine interest and passion.
When we recruit people into jobs in our restaurants, you can tell when a young person has undertaken a work experience placement. The transition from the world of education into the world of work is probably about the biggest transition that anybody has to make in their lives. And for a young person to have had the opportunity to experience work and the world of work and the expectations of work in their formative years does set them aside from the rest of the competition.
On completing your placement, you should update your CV. Enter information on when and where you did your work experience. Describe the skills you developed and mention the responsibilities that you had. You may also be required to write up a diary on your work experience and reflect on the things you learned. We hope that your experiences of work will help you to decide what you would like to do in your future career.